you guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a drugstore versus high-end makeup tutorial. Basically I'm just going to be doing like one drugstore product versus the similar product in a high-end version. Just see in the end if it's even worth spending so much more money. Okay, like is there really a quality difference or it's just the brand name? So you guys, before I start today's video, there's a big announcement. I don't really know how to share this with you guys because this is like somehow I still cannot take it in. So I'm just gonna come to the point and tell you guys what it is, and then I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to just decide how big it is. Okay, so Loreal Paris India is starting their own YouTube channel, and which is gonna be launching pretty much in the first week of March. Guess what? Your girl's gonna be the face of their YouTube channel India. This is just too big for me, and I am just too grateful for everybody, to everything. I mean, it's just so overwhelming right now. I've already shot a few videos with them. It's been a lovely experience, and I have no idea why there's always some background music playing whenever I'm shooting a video. Either there's a pigeon or now there's an ambulance, and sometimes there's like some bhajan kirtan happening, or if nothing else then it's my mom. Let's just pray the person reaches hospital on time. But anyway, coming to the point. So basically I'm going to be hosting Loreal Paris YouTube India channel, and you're going to be seeing a lot of videos coming up on their YouTube channel. These are fun videos. There's a lot of hosting that I'm going to be doing with a lot of vloggers and some very big names in the industry. Thank you so much. It's just because of you guys, your love and everything. I mean, it's just collectively us. Okay, it's not just me, it's us. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy all of those videos as well. Please let me know what you think about it. I'm just so excited for you guys to watch it, and let's just make this bigger and better in 2020. You guys, like, this is our year. Let's just crush it. For that, you guys, let's just come back to our video. So I haven't moisturized my face or anything. I'm gonna just quickly moisturize. So even with the prep, I think I'm gonna stick to drugstore and high-end. So this is gonna be my drugstore face, this is gonna be my high-end face. I'm gonna be a little partial to this side because this is my better profile, and this is like this is a different girl altogether. She's different. She's different. Alright you guys, so for the drugstore side of my face, I'm using the Calendula moisturizer by the Face Shop. Now you guys know this is one of my favorite ranges from the Face Shop. I get like very attached to my moisturizers, honestly, and if I like one moisturizer, then I like literally squeeze the I squeeze the life out of that moisturizer. I finish that entire tube and then move on to something else, or in case if I don't find anything else, I'm gonna stick to the same thing. So either it's gotta be like really lightweight, oil free, it should not be sweaty, sticky, heavy, and not very fragrant. Against this, I'm gonna be using the Clinique Dramatically Different ID or Clinique ID Dramatically Different lotion. You can basically customize this moisturizer, so you get this base. So this is the base cream, and then according to your skin concerns, you actually choose the tube. Okay. And again, now the reason I'm using this is also because it's lightweight, does not have any fragrance. I mean, if you guys know, Clinique products don't really have any kind of artificial fragrance to it, so they don't really smell of anything. Love it. Similar texture, gets absorbed really fast, and also treats your skin and everything. Moving on to the primer, I have the Lakme Absolute Blur Perfect Primer versus the Pore Fessional Primer. Now these are actually quite similar. Now you don't really need this much of primer for each side of your face. You just need like maybe this much for your entire face. But just to show you guys the texture, this one is slightly skin colored, and this one is slightly whitish, like pinky whitish. Apply the Pore Fessional on the side of my face, and I'm going to show you how this actually looks. It like blurs everything, you know, on your face, like blurs everything out. And I'm going to use the Lakme on the side of my face. And this one on the other hand is slightly powdery, so I wouldn't say it's like an exact dupe, even though it looks like it, but it's not like an exact dupe as such. It also gives you like a slight white cast. It's still like slightly slippery. It's not tacky for sure, but it's slippery. It can also be a good thing because then your makeup actually glides a lot smoother on your face. That's it with the primer. Now we move on to the foundation. Okay, so for my foundation today, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I'm in the shade 106 called Sun Beige, but I'm not going to be using it directly. I'm going to mix it with a little bit of some drops. One second. I'm just in the mood to get some glow and some dew on my face. I'm gonna add a little bit of NYX A Wavy Glow highlighter drops. I'm just gonna add like one tiny drop of this, okay, not too much. Okay, so I have my foundation here. So just like one tiny drop, okay, 1.5 drop. First I'm just gonna apply that. I think मेरा highlighter थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो गया, but Still, I think we're gonna manage it. I'm gonna powder my face down anyway, so this is gonna settle. I love the coverage. I love how beautifully that blends. Love it. So for the other foundation, I have the Smashbox Studio Skin full coverage foundation. Now my shade is 3.1 medium. I don't really like matte finish on my skin. I'm just diluting both of them with a little bit of whatever glow in each category. Okay, so I'm using the Unicorn Essence for this. I'm gonna just like use one drop, taking it on my blender directly and applying that. You have to be very quick with this, you guys, because this foundation dries really fast on your face. And look at the coverage. Oh my god, it's literally covering my existence. I went a little too far on that one, but dude, the coverage is insane. I feel like this side of my face is slightly, like, it looks slightly different than the side of my face because there's slight color difference. But anyway, now it is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. So I'm gonna be very honest about this foundation. So the first time that I used it, it was too matte for me. It just wasn't spreading that well, and I had to like literally push it and like pull it so that it wouldn't so it would just spread. Now that I mixed a little bit of essence into it, it's just bang on. Like I'm not selling this product or anything. Nothing in this video is sponsored, you guys, but I feel like if you want to use this foundation, you have to mix a little bit of, you know, some kind of a dilution needs to be done to this, because otherwise on its own it's just too thick. So in case if you are looking for like a very thick full coverage matte finish foundation, then just use it on its own. But if you want like slight dewiness to it and slight, you know, like fluidity to it, then I think you need to blend, like, then you need to like definitely mix it with something. With that, we move on to concealers, you guys. So for my drugstore, I have one of my favorite concealers. This is the Pac Spotlight concealer. And then for the other side of my face, I have the MAC 24 Hour Studio Finish concealer. I love this Pac concealer because it's not only full coverage, but it's also like, it also gives a very nice smooth primed you know, effect on your face. And you just need like a very tiny amount of this concealer. You have to be careful because it's just too full coverage. Honestly, I don't really have any complaints from the MAC concealer as well, because it is pretty decent coverage, blends beautifully, not as thick, definitely not as full coverage as my Pac concealer, but on a scale of say 1 to 10, I would rate it somewhere like around 7.5. So now to set my base, I have two of my favorite setting powders. This is the rice powder by Palladio. I think you guys know by now this is one of my favorite drugstore powders. I think I use this almost every time I sit down to do my makeup. I mean, I don't even know why it is so underrated, because it's such a good setting powder. You can use this for baking. You can use it to just lightly set your base as well. It doesn't look powdery, also does not have any flashback to it. The other side, I'm using the Cover FX translucent setting powder. Again, very similar texture. This is slightly thinner than the Rice Palladio, which is already quite thin. The Nyx Contour palette for my drugstore side today. If you're a makeup artist, trust me, this is the palette that you need to have, because it's got a lot of undertones of contour already in there. You've got a banana powder, you've got you know, other two translucent powders, and I think there's one highlighter also. So this is the highlighter. Got like some really nice cool undertones and then also some brown undertones. I think this is a really good palette to have if you're a makeup artist. I am going to be basically mixing these two shades right here. This side is always difficult for me to contour my face, like to do anything. This side is like pariah side, you know. So I'm gonna be using the Bobbi brown bronzing powder. This is in the shade Golden Light. It's similar to the Hoola Benefit bronzer also, so I think the shades are quite similar, just like a slight difference. But I'm not gonna be biased to any brand or anything, you guys, but Bobbi Brown is one brand that I'm really, like, I really enjoy using their products, because they really have good products. I mean, obviously in the high-end category, like, everything about Bobbi Brown I really like. I think this is one high-end brand to look out for. I have Mocha Matte by MAC. I'm going to be using on my high-end side, obviously. Nice rosy pink shade. I have Milani. Okay, so this is like slightly purpley and this is slightly like peachy. Okay, now to highlight my face, you guys, I have this fancy looking highlighter by Bobbi Brown. This is in the shade Golden Hour. It is so fancy, like look at that, super fancy, luxurious stuff right here. This is how it looks like, so beautiful. Love it. It's a very nice luxurious rose gold, soft gold kind of a highlight. So that is it. It's pretty, it's sweet, it's just luxe. Not too overpowering, it's just beautiful. Do not enhance my texture also. I mean, just a little bit, but not too much. What do we have in drugstore that can beat this? Okay, I think Maybelline Master Chrome. I don't think so. Let's try the Nykaa highlighters, you guys. So it's Nykaa versus Bobbi Brown. Not bad. Not bad at all. This actually does enhance your texture, I wouldn't lie, but it's not as fine as the Bobbi Brown one, like duh. It's slightly more blinding than that. Obviously I wouldn't go for the blinding effect, to be honest. Like I would go for something more subtle. As you guys know, I'm not really a highlight person. I'm more of a dewy you know, blush wala person. I'm not more of a, you know, like say chum chum wala person. I'm not a chum chum person, okay, at all. No chum chum for me. It's a good highlighter. It's a good highlighter, but it does enhance a little bit of texture on your face, so just be aware of that, because it, I mean, if you guys can tell, a lot of texture here, but as compared to the other side. Moving on to my brows, I'm using the Etude House eyebrow pencil. This is in the shade, there is no shade. I had like so many other drugstore eyebrow pencils that I wanted to give a review on, but shout out to my friends, they've taken all of my eyebrow pencils. I'm left with only this. Just this. Guys, let me just tell you one thing, these brows will never match. I've tried everything, they don't match. Absolutely not related. This is like, and this is like. So for the other side, I'm using the Brow Zings palette by Benefit. Okay, this is old and used and loved. It's been a while since I used this also, but I still love it. I still love it. I love the waxy thingy. So I mix the wax part with a little bit of powder and then I apply it. Just love Benefit for their brow products. Not gonna complain about either of them because I really love both these brow products equally. For my eyes today, you guys, the drug side of my face, I'm going to be using the Sugar Cosmetics palette. This is in the number 03 Fantasy. For me, eyeshadows actually play a very important role because I love playing with colors and I love doing different kind of makeups and like different kind of looks, and like for an eyeshadow to be like pigmented, good quality, and do not have fallout and all of that, like these are a few basics that I look for in a drugstore palette as well as in a high-end palette. And when it comes to high-end palette, obviously because we're paying so much more money, I want it to be a lot more pigmented and a lot more like crazy. Like I need to like enjoy using my palette. Only reason I'm using Sugar in this is because I genuinely like their eyeshadow palettes, and they have quite a few shades and they have quite a few palettes that you guys can choose from. The only problem that I feel is that the palettes have very limited shades. Like they have just like what, 8 shades and that's it. I think the palettes can have like more than 12 shades, to be honest. Like it's priced at rupees 1200 or something. I mean, they can even price it at 1500, but just give me like around 12 to 13 shades at least. Like give me 14 shades, give me something more, you know. So anyway, enough about that. I'm gonna start with this transition shade right here. Against that, I have the new Too Faced Pretty Rich eyeshadow palette. First of all, the packaging is so beautiful. Like it's so adorable. It just brings out the little girl in me, you know, like it's so cute. It looks like a nice little vintage box. It has this cute little heart which has my heart. You open it and then this is how it looks like. How cute and adorable is this package? I'm gonna be using the shade It's Cashmere from Pretty Rich palette. Oh, okay, that is pigmented. Definitely a difference. No fallout, just beautiful, smooth blend. Love, love, love. Oh wow. I think they're quite similar, both of these two. You know what, I think I'm gonna use my fingers for this because going in with the shade Highly Selective. I'm gonna be using the L'Oreal Paris Gel Intemza eyeliner. So for the other side, I have the Bobbi Brown Long Wear Gel Liner in the number 1. Didn't realize I haven't used this at all. Ooh, this is creamy. This is creamy. Creamy and pigmented. Have Better Than Sex Mascara by Too Faced. I have been dying to try this one out. Let's see if it's worth the hype. So I'm not gonna curl my lashes because I want to see how well this can work on its own. Okay, so this is the difference. To be honest, like it's pretty decent. Like pretty decent. Nothing extraordinary, nothing that it just made my lashes look like, oh my god, nothing like that. I'm gonna be using NYX Worth the Hype mascara. Let's see if this is worth the hype. Okay, so again, not really worth the hype. It's just a very okay mascara. Like, to be honest, like both these mascaras are very, very average, at least on my eyes, because my lashes are like straight, like they're like straight, they're going straight ahead, I don't know where. So I have to always use a curler, but then I haven't really come across a mascara that can just naturally lift my lashes up without using a mascara like a curler. Maybe that's just me expecting too much out of a mascara, but anyway, it's pretty decent, pretty average, I would say, both of them. I line my lips using this very old lip liner by Pore. This is in the shade Grape Flip. And this is the kind of shade that I want to go for, like something very deep. Lips today, I'm not going to be doing two different brands. Instead, I'm going to go for the Estee Lauder lipstick in the shade 120 Irrepressible. Okay, and I think this is pretty close to what I'm actually looking for. Also have this really beautiful glittery lipstick by Bobbi Brown. I'm really tempted to actually top it off with this. It's the shade Tahitian Pearl. I think it looks really nice. It looks very luxurious. I'm so sorry about not using a drugstore lipstick, but I really wanted to get this texture because I very recently saw this one lipstick launched by Gucci, and obviously I'm not gonna buy that expensive lipstick, and I just wanted to get that texture somehow. So this is my attempt at getting it. I think it looks very, very rich. What do you guys think? Anyway, so I'm just gonna set all of this using the MAC Fix Plus. This is the finished look. I can honestly not tell which is which. Definitely if you come up close, you would see you know, like a little bit of difference, but not like something that will catch your eye instantly. I think I've pretty much given you a dupe for everything that I've used on this side of my face, so it can be easily recreated using all of the products that I've used on this side. Obviously you guys have seen it. I think with that we can pretty much conclude that you don't really have to you know, shell out a lot of money to get you know, good quality makeup. You can also find a lot of good stuff in drugstore brands as well. So all you need to do is just you know, do a little bit of your research before you spend your money, and that's about it. And obviously high-end brands do give you the quality and that, you know, like the status symbol and like the show off value and everything is there with the high-end brand. Obviously it's like an aspirational thing to own like high-end brands and like luxurious brands, but at the same time, if you are like a college student and trying to you know, recreate stuff like this using you know, budget-friendly products, then I think definitely you can check out a few drugstore products that I just recommended. And obviously I am not anti-drugstore or anti-high-end. I love both of them equally. Like there are so many drugstore brands that I just cannot let go of, and I use them every time and every single day, in fact. And then there are also a lot of high-end brands that I just cannot get enough of. So it's just about trying out different products, what works for you, and you know, just stuff like that. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, do not forget to give it a big thumbs up, and also do not forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. And with that, I will see you in my next video. Bye.